That's right. We're live. People aren't here yet, though.
That's everybody.
Hello, hello. Let's not have this.
Good connection, please.
I hope everyone's doing okay.
How is everyone?
We should probably start this off just because obviously this is going to be a bit of a different topic for this live stream. Just want to apologise again. We love you all. Cannot wait to see you in April. Obviously the tour has been rearranged till April. Just to remind everyone, all tickets that were bought are still valid, so do not worry about that. Plus, that means meet and greet and everything. So yes, thank you all for being so patient, and we just want everyone to be safe. All that good stuff. Can't wait to see you in April.
And apparently the quality is shocking. Do you want to just check it on your phone really quickly and see how it looks?
I can do that.
But yeah, again, thank you everyone for being so understanding about the tour stuff. This live stream is going to be about a different topic, as you all know. We're talking about Celebrity Karaoke Club. Oh, are you watching it? Oh, it looks okay. It looks all right.
Yeah.
It's not too bad. Okay, that's fine. We can live with that. We can live with that. And I believe we should have a special guest coming in soon, if not already in. Yeah, there he is. And get him in. Should we give him like a Capital's finest?
Thing is, this could take a while.
DJ.
It's
Sunny. It's Sunny. I was trying to.
How are you, boys? You're right.
Awkward space. Yeah, we're good. Thank you. How are you?
I'm good. I'm buzzing to do this. I've missed you boys since I last saw you.
As well, we're just sort of like trying to hear you.
What? I'm half deaf. Yes, we miss you, Sonny. It was such an interesting film, wasn't it?
It was everything that I didn't expect it to be.
We can just about hear you.
I think it's like a little bit behind.
I think our signal is terrible, so we're sort of like trying to catch up with you a little bit, but it's all good. It's okay. Apparently, there's loads of network.
Hang on. Right, people are really complaining about the Wi-Fi.
We're back. I think it's our connection. It's so shocking.
Let me just check it again.
We'll get it sorted and then we can talk about this. Is it okay now?
I mean, to me, it looks okay, but I don't know what everyone else is seeing.
It's a little bit. Someone said this is worse than caravan Wi-Fi.
Connection rated.
Okay,
we're on Nokia 10s.
Well,
how well
anyway.
can you see us, Sonny?
I can see you well. You look great.
Well, thank you.
Thank you. Yeah.
But anyway, yeah, I wanted to ask Sonny, out of everything, I'm going to really try not to spoil anything here because we're so bad. But out of everything, what was your favourite part of the whole shoot?
My favourite part of the whole filming, I think it was quite nice because for anyone that hasn't watched the show before, you genuinely don't know who's going on the show until you're on stage and you come walking in and singing. So it was that sort of fear of like, I don't know if I'm going to know anyone or anything like that. I feel like I got quite lucky because I saw you guys walk in and I was like, obviously we've met in the past and stuff. So I just thought it made me like just relax a little bit more.
Well, the mad thing, and we can definitely probably say this, is they keep it so secretive and like just don't tell you absolutely anyone that's on it. We actually accidentally bumped into
Amelia.
Yeah, Amelia.
Right.
In the hotel lobby, and we sort of clocked that we were both on the same show, so we were like, right, hi. And then right before, me and Harvey were kind of winding up all the researchers because they were trying to, you know how they were trying to keep us apart.
Keep us apart, yeah.
We were just sort of like looking around the corners, like, oh yeah, we know who that is, but we didn't see you until we sort of. Well, people will see. Right, we've just got an intruder. Sorry. Yeah, we had no idea you were on it until we walked into that room, and
I came in second. So before me was Olivia Atwood,
right.
and I'm again lucky that I know her as well. But obviously, you boys, like you boys sing, like you're actual singers, right? So did you feel nervous going on this show? Because this, like, to you, this is your bread and butter, isn't it?
This was the thing as well, is that we knew from the get-go that we knew if we went in singing properly, we'd be straight out of there. Like, everyone would just be annoyed, and everyone would be like, yeah, get these kids out. They're trying too hard. And that's what we were like, we want to just try and, like, have fun with this rather than actually, like, I was going to say actually show off, but then he did a backflip. So,
I did. That was,
so I guess,
the one thing. That was, yeah.
Mate, if I could backflip, I'd be doing it all the time, just so you know. So fair play to you. Yeah, that's good.
We've got some questions.
We should get into some questions about the show. We asked some fans for
yeah.
some questions, so we'll give them little shout outs as well. We've got one here from marvellously.mills, which is evidently our surname, so these are definitely fans. The question is, are you going to be in all of the episodes or just this one? You'll have to watch and find out. I suppose,
we don't know. We do know.
We do know.
But yeah, you guys will see what happens with the show, obviously. And to explain, so who asked how it works? Someone asked how the show works. Hang on, I'll give them a shout out as well.
That's a cheeky question, by the way.
There we go. Cheese String Harvey asked how it works. So basically, what happens is it was, I think it was 7 acts, so 8 of us in total, because Max and I are a duo, went into the karaoke club. Or it might have been 6 acts and 7 of us in total. I can't remember.
I can't remember.
We all go in. We all basically get, a lot of people get fed alcohol. We tried not to, but I think I caved in. I caved in by the end of it. And you basically pick a song to sing in front of everyone, and then you also have to do duets with other acts, and then each round people decide who their favourite and least favourite performer was, and then by the end of the show someone gets voted off. And it is pretty tense, I must say, when someone gets voted off. It wasn't the most exciting thing in the world, but it was like sort of flashbacks to X Factor.
Oh, yeah. I can imagine. The worst thing about it as well is that everyone that was on there were voting you off. Like, I can take an audience, like, getting rid of me. Do you know what I mean? I can take that. But when it's like everyone that's there just having a good time, you're like, oh, come on, man.
Yeah, it's much more rough because you're sort of making friends at the same time. And then
exactly.
You just have to vote for someone, and it's like, oh, geez.
But we definitely formed a bit of an alliance, I must say. I think that's sort of why we got along so well immediately, because we were like, right, we'll keep each other in.
We had to.
Yeah. But yeah, it was definitely, I think, for anyone who does get confused watching the show, I think for also our integrity, it was definitely more of a, I don't want to say popularity contest, because that's not quite true, but it was more of a general...
No, I'm going to stop you there. It's a popularity contest. It 100% is. Yeah, if you know everyone in there, you're fine.
Yeah,
that's it.
It's brutal, and that's the thing, is we only knew you, so it was very.
But we say how far we did or didn't get yet. You don't know. You can still watch the show, obviously, but we'll find out.
We have got another question. It's a bit more of a niche question. It doesn't really apply to the show particularly, but Turtle Marvey said, "Where can I get Max's cow jumper?"
Do you remember the cow jumper?
Did you wear it on the show?
Yeah. I wore the cow jumper on the show, and I think I got it from like ASOS. ASOS is great. They have some great non-branded stuff, because obviously we're on telly. You need non-branded. I think that's where I got it from.
Is it bad that I can't remember the cow jumper?
Another. Well, yeah, because you were wasted. Funny thing was that I actually managed to sort of talk my way into wearing my sort of blue light glasses, because I don't need glasses. There's no reason for me to be wearing glasses, but I was just like, you know what, screw it, why not? I'll just wear the glasses. I brought them with me. And then our team afterwards, when they'd sort of seen the press photos, they were like, Max, why are you wearing glasses? And I was like, I don't know, I just felt like it. They're like, why would you check that with
us? It make
us?
you look smarter.
That's nice. I know that you had a bit of a funny story that you told us in the show as well, of an interaction that you had about us with Olivia.
I don't want to give too much away, but again, it is quite funny, and I think it's a funny story, because I know that you laughed about it. But obviously, I mentioned earlier that Olivia Atwood was on stage first, and then I came on stage second to sing my line. And then I can't remember how far down the line you guys came in, but Olivia Attwood turned round to me and went, "Oh my God, it's Jedward." I was like, I've got to tell him. I've got to tell him. I know who they are.
Hey, his blonde hair proper did us in. And like, I'm pretty sure I had a hat on, yeah, so my hair would have been hidden, so obviously she wouldn't have particularly known. But I'm pretty sure Liv may or may not have also pre-drank.
Oh, 100%.
Before that, because she was definitely, and that was at like 12. We started filming at like 12, 1 or 2 or something like that. It was like mid-afternoon. I was like, how on earth are you drinking that early? It was ridiculous. But I've got another question here. So the Phantom Mills says, how long did it take to film? So overall, I actually can't remember.
Sonny might know this better than us.
Yeah.
Well, so what I know about the filming was that they were doing 2 episodes per day. And I think there was 3 days of filming or something like that. So yeah, it probably would have taken 3 different days of filming, but yeah.
Yeah, so it was 3 long days for everyone that stayed in the competition, and for anyone that didn't, it was just a nice little trip to a karaoke bar.
Yeah.
But you know what was really interesting about it? That I feel like we posted that we were isolating, but obviously couldn't say what we were doing.
Yeah.
And what actually happened was, because we filmed it in lockdown, didn't we?
Yeah.
So what it was that we all had to isolate, and then once we were in that room, we could literally get as close to each other as we wanted without any sort of consequence. Because obviously we all got tested like 3 times the day before or something ridiculous, and then twice the next day.
There was so much testing.
And everything was like checked and all that sort of stuff, and it meant that we could. So that was our first contact we'd had with any human beings in like 3 months or something like that.
We must have been so awkward.
Yeah.
Because obviously you can't really tell how you're acting around people, but maybe the show will probably show everyone, to be honest, how socially inept we were for that film.
Yeah, it was. I mean, listen, it was. You're right. It was a nice thing to be able to go in there, and social distancing didn't exist.
Yeah.
Which is weird in itself, because give it a month or so, we'll be going, oh, it's normal now. But yeah, it was weird at that time that we filmed it, that it just wasn't normal to be around so many people at once. It was mad, but we were quite lucky,
I remember standing at the bar, and actually I think for the first, it may not show, it may not read on TV, but I remember thinking, I'm stood really far away right now trying to have a conversation with people because I'm trying to social distance, and I was like, closer to people. It was so weird. I still had that sort of engraved in my brain. It was really weird.
No, it's good though. I really enjoyed it. Did you genuinely see anyone in there that you were like a bit starstruck by? Because I have a random one.
Go on. You tell yours.
Well, I don't know if you ever watched Big Brother growing up, boys, but
yeah,
Brian Downing was like pretty much a legend in Big Brother.
Everyone said that to us. We had no clue.
Yeah, we didn't know.
Absolutely no clue. Like I promise you, the only person we properly knew going in there was you. Like everyone else, because obviously
we knew of Olivia.
Yeah, we knew of Olivia, but there's such a widespread media that like you hardly meet anyone or just come across anyone, because we're so sort of focused in the music world. And obviously we've come across you, and it actually we met over TV, to be fair, which was the most random one. But yeah, we absolutely knew no one going into it, so it was just sort of like meeting new people. And to be fair, I have this weird mental block. Him a little bit less, but he sort of has a similar thing to me, where I genuinely, no matter who the person is, I just see them as a normal person. Like it could be Justin Bieber, and I'll just be like, yeah, you're right, mate. Like it doesn't faze me. I don't sort of like freeze up and sort of stop anything. Yeah, everything's quite natural for me. But you love Dynamo, don't you, Harvey?
I do like Dynamo.
Do you really?
No, okay, so what he's saying is I've only been starstruck like properly once in my life, and it was when I met Dynamo, and I was like...
And there's a funny story behind it, because we were meant to be interviewing him on a red carpet, and Harvey was really excited because it had been confirmed that he was sort of coming to us for us to interview him, and Harvey was just sort of like... when he came over, so I was like, Okay, I'll try and help you with this one while you recover. And eventually Harvey got into it because, you know, he's somewhat a professional sometimes. But had a moment for sure.
I like that. That's a good story. Imagine if he was in the karaoke club. That'd be great.
I'd have lost it.
Yeah.
They've just been like talking to him the whole time. And they'd be like, do something more interesting. I'm like, no, I'm having a time here with my pal. But yeah, no, it was. I think the whole experience was really nice to just be able to do something that felt somewhat normal, even though there was 100 cameras looking at us at all times.
Yeah,
yeah.
It's weird though, because did you feel like there was cameras on you? Because like looking back now, I'm like, it probably felt a little bit Big Brothery where you couldn't really see any.
The only time I felt watched, was when we were in the bathroom. And I know that sounds I knew beforehand that the bathroom was literally set up to have like private chats that they. And I know this is me being a bit too meta
It is really sort of what's the word? Isolated from the rest of everything. Whereas if you're in the bar, you can even sort of shout down the hall and someone's like in the other room. Whereas in the bathroom, you're just like on your own with no one. And the toilets are amazing. The real toilets.
Okay, can I don't care if we get in trouble for this. I'm going to tell people. If we wanted to go, so when we first got in, we weren't told the toilets that you see in the show aren't real. No. So we went to go in and the doors were locked. Like the actual we're like, how do we go to the toilet? We had to like shout at someone, like, please let us go to the toilet, because they kept giving us drinks. And we're just like, we need to get out.
We eventually took a break where everyone sort of went, but we sort of got tricked a little bit. We were like, oh God, hang on, wait. We actually get but yeah.
Was there anyone on there that really surprised you, like just watching it?
You know what? I didn't realise, because what I got told of Amelia was that she was on Geordie Shore. I didn't realise that she was also a singer. So when I started singing, I was like,
yeah.
What?
I feel like you actually missed that conversation, because I don't know if it made it into the show, but we did have that conversation.
I know we talked about it at the bar, but that was after the first songs were sung. If that
right.
Was it?
Yeah. I think so.
Well, like, because we all had to sing an opening song, didn't we? So you would have heard her voice and gone, oh, like, wow, yeah, she's got a voice on it.
Well, in that, I think everyone was sort of just shouting.
I think poking fun at you in the comments, Sonny.
Who is?
Lauren Faith.
Oh, right, that's my fiance. Thank you very much. I can't even see the comments. I don't know where they are.
And also, I think Sir William is watching us. Will Manning.
Oh, lovely, Will.
I've
got a question for you actually, Sonny, because obviously I just keep up with absolutely nothing. But this was our sort of, except from Celebrity X Factor, which was somewhat reality TV, but it was a bit different because it was more of like a, I don't know, do you know, it is reality TV, but it's in a different way. This is the first sort of like reality TV competition without an audience that we've ever done. I don't know if that's the same with you. Have you ever done something like this before?
Well, when I did Dance on Ice, there was no audience. And yeah, it was mad. Obviously, it was during lockdown and it was, no one was allowed in other than just the acts that were doing it and the staff that were working on the show. And believe it or not, I genuinely feel like it helped me out a lot, because like I get nervous in front of audiences anyway. Like you think I do the radio every day, but I don't see who's listening. Yes. And doing Dancing on Ice, I didn't really see who was watching. So for me, it probably helped a lot. If I was to do it in front of an audience, it could have gone a lot worse, I think.
Oh, sorry, go on.
I was going to say, because I actually think that Celeb Karaoke Club, I think it's great, the fact that they sort of keep it within the people, and obviously it wouldn't have been possible during lockdown to have an audience. But don't you think that would just be incredible with an audience, that show?
If the audience were drinking as much as we were, thought we were as good as we thought we were as good as when we were having a drink, then yes, let everyone in. That'd be great.
I feel like that's the problem, is that they obviously then edit it really well so that our conversations sound somewhat legible. Because otherwise it is just like nonsense completely. I mean, it will be anyway, but yeah, it was a lot of fun. I was going to ask, because obviously you said about not being able to see a lot of people. You've hosted the Capital Summer, what's it called? The Summertime Ball,
Summertime
right?
Ball. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, that's That's amazing. I mean, it's Wembley Stadium. It's 80,000 people. And I know what you mean when I say, oh, you know, without an audience. But when you're at Wembley Stadium, you can't really see anyone anyway. They're just like you're looking at ants. Like literally, it's mental. I've never seen anything like it in my life. But yeah, I 100% got nervous for that. Always. Every year I get nervous for it.
It's a big old audience, and do you know what was a massive shame actually? Because we were meant to do Wembley as well. I actually think because they do Wembley Stadium for the summertime, but we were meant to do Wembley Arena
for Slime
Fest, but that got cancelled unfortunately because of COVID. But hopefully they'll try and do that again. We just want to sort of try and do a big arena show. I mean, we have done some pretty big shows to be fair in the past with like festivals and stuff, but yeah, to do one of those big old arena shows, that'll definitely be
Yeah, but you boys are naturals. I've seen you guys on stage. I've seen you on Celebrity X Factor. You're wicked.
Thank you.
We just jump.
Right.
That's the criteria.
We've got exactly. We've got a few minutes left, so I'll go. Oh God, I'll go into the Instagram questions and just have a look at what everyone's been saying in there. So we've got this one right here. There we go. So I think I can make sense of this. You're always karaoke songs. If you're
the one that's your go-to karaoke song,
which one would you go for first, Sonny?
Well, I was a little bit gutted because on the show, mine actually didn't come up.
This is what we were saying. Okay, I would like to say now, I haven't seen the show, but there is a song that we both sung and didn't know anything to, and it is the worst thing that has ever happened to me. I don't know how you felt about this, Sonny.
I didn't know 2 out of 3 of the songs.
I know.
And it was, okay, I'd like to pre-warn everyone now, I don't even care if it like ruins anything. There is a song that we sung. It may look like we knew it, we didn't. We were making it up. Because we did not know the song.
Terrified. I literally didn't know 2 of the songs. But
anyway,
we only did 3.
Anyway, sorry, you were saying.
Well, I had a very similar situation to a song that everyone knows that I didn't realise I didn't know until it came to the chorus, and I was like, I know this bit, but yeah. Anyway, my actual karaoke song is it's a bit of a rogue one, but it's Rizzle Kicks Down with the Trumpets.
Oh, that is a good song.
Nice.
I don't know why, it just gets everyone going.
Let's get down with the trumpet.
Yeah.
What's yours?
Mine is definitely Can't Hold Us by Macklemore. That's an absolute... I'm really sad that didn't come up, actually. I shouldn't ruin that, should I? But it didn't. You know what? I won't say it so that it's a surprise to people, but the duet that we did with someone who wasn't Sonny was actually one of... I thought that was a really good song that we did. I thought that was okay. Karaoke song. But that was the one I knew. Yeah. I'm not sure what my karaoke song would be. It'd probably be something really obscure normally, but you'd have to go for something that's a bit more well known. I mean, obviously, Mr. Brightside is just an absolute belter. But yeah, I don't know. I've got too many. I think I don't really know which one's my absolute go-to karaoke song. So go on, do that question because Sonny will probably be able to answer this a little bit better than us. Can you see that down there? So we've got the question: what drinks did they serve you on the show? What was your drink on the show, Sonny?
Okay. Well, basically they had everything. They stocked the bar up with wine. I think there was beer. And Prosecco. At one point, I was walking around the club with my own bottle of Prosecco.
Yeah, yes, you handed to me to everyone.
Did I?
You're a very generous drunk. I must admit. You just make sure everyone's topped up, everyone's happy. Yeah, definitely one of the loveliest people.
Although I would say it was a shame actually that they didn't sort of give us the equipment to make cocktails. Although I could see that going horribly wrong very quickly.
They should add that because that's a great idea.
Yeah, that would just be so funny. Seeing what people come up with, like putting some weird ones in 100%.
there.
I've got a really good question here. Who was the worst singer in the karaoke club? Oh my God. They really want to get out.
Right.
Sonny, you care to answer first?
Well, so I'm going to answer and say, I don't know about you boys, but I heard a clip of myself earlier. I'm not going to say myself because I think that's a bailout and I will give a name for you. But I heard a clip of myself earlier and I thought I was so good singing a song and I heard it back and I was like, I'm dreading tonight. I'm actually dreading it.
Did you hear the clip? Did you hear the clip of us singing "Touch"? Because that was a song that we picked, thinking, oh, at least we know this one.
Oh no,
No, it's in the ad.
Yeah.
And we picked it thinking, oh great, we know this one, and then it's like all the way up there, and we were like,
nah.
It's a very high song. It is. You did well though. I remember it. That was one to remember. I'm gonna say it because she won't mind me saying it. Olivia Attwood. Bless her. But do you know what? It's not about the singing on this show. It's about the performance. It's about entertaining, and it's just about having a good time. And she did all of those. And yeah, I like. Do you know what I mean? That's what the whole show's about.
I completely agree. And in fairness, same thing.
she was a great performer though.
She really did go for it. I'm not sure she knew where she was half the time. But she went for it, and that was what. And there's a very interesting scene that I think will have made it into the show.
Oh yeah,
based on the
put it this way: we had our first reality experience.
Yes.
Well, I can't remember what this is.
Do you not remember?
No.
You weren't properly around when it happened.
Yeah, you weren't there when it kicked off. You might have come in right at the end, and I was like probably sat in a corner crying to you. Help me. It was intense. But you guys are just going to have to watch because it was
definitely
definitely intense. Well, I think we've covered most bases.
Yeah, if we keep talking, we'll tell you the whole plot.
We're just gonna
no, we'll give it away.
So thank you so much, Sonny, for joining us.
Thank you.
Everyone, make sure you're watching Celeb Karaoke Club on ITV2 tonight. It should be right after Love Island, right?
I think it's 10:05. It's like the most random time to have something on, but yeah, it's at 10:05, straight after Love Island.
They give Love Island a little bit of time in case they run. I don't know what's that all about. Maybe some long ads.
Yeah.
But it'll be on at 5:10. No, 5:10.
Yeah. 5:10 and see what happens.
You'll be sorely disappointed. And then right after, me and Harvey are going to watch Rick and Morty because we're avid fans of that. But we will be watching Celeb Karaoke first. Thank you, Sonny. And make sure everyone goes and follows Sonny. He's a beautiful man. It's worth the time, I promise. It doesn't take long.
Thanks for having me, boys. We'll see you soon.
See you
Absolutely,
soon, yes.
We will definitely hang out soon, actually. I will take
I'd love that. That'd be wicked.
All right. See you later.
Take care.
Thanks.
Bye.